So guys, as we discussed, we will start doing coding with Python in the Minecraft with Aniket. So we will start with our projects and we will start with some very cool projects like we will be doing creating games like tic-tac-toe, snake game, chess, and very famous games. And it will be a lot of fun for you guys. So let's begin our new journey and it will be very exciting and we will be learning new concepts, new things, advanced features. So we will try to do each and every code in 3 to 4 parts. Like suppose we try to solve a question and or basically a project in a first way, which will be a very basic and a formal way. Second way will be a more advanced way. Third way will be a pro version. And the fourth way will be integrating AI along with it. So in the 3 or 4 parts, we will be coding the whole project. So by these steps, we will be coding the all the projects. So these will be our strategy. Okay. So let's see. First, we will look at the rock paper scissor game. It is a very simple game. You must have played it in your childhood. So it is like three inputs. You can choose from three inputs: rock, paper, or scissor. And if you have rock over paper, if you have paper over rock, you wins. If you have scissor over paper, you wins. And if you have rock over scissor, you wins. So that is the main logic of the game. And now we will build this game using Python. Okay, so let's see how it works. So just give me a moment. I'm just loading my window. Allow me a moment. So let's start, guys. So this won't be just a 5 minute copy paste tutorial. I'll explain every single line of code like I'm talking to my brothers and sisters. And let's deep dive into the coding journey. So first of all, we will write import random. So random import here is the keyword we are using. So what are the keywords in Python? So basically keywords are the special words we use in Python for which we have special meaning. So suppose you must have known that we use print. Print is a keyword which uh, prints the output to the screen. Okay. Similarly, we have the other keywords as well. So import is the keyword and random is the library we are importing here, which helps us to to choose a random number between a choice of some numbers. So this is the use of import random. So this is our first line. Okay. So let me explain you in a more layman language. It says, "Hey Python, I need some randomness in life." The random module is a toolbox Python which gives us to do random things. Okay, so we will use it to make the computer pick between the rock, paper, or scissor on its own. Okay, so this is our step one. What we will do step two, we will take input from user. Okay, so we will create a variable known as user. So variable, you must also be knowing what is a variable. Variable is a container in which we store the data. The data can be of any type. It can be an integer like a number like 3, 5, 7, -3, -5. It can be a float. Float is like decimal numbers like 1.25, 2.79. These are the float numbers. Another category is a string. String is like characters. The list or tuple of characters is known as a string. Suppose I write my name as Aniket Sehgal in a complete double quotes. It is known as a string. And if I write a single character, it is known as a character. So correct combination of character is known as a string. So we have string, we have integer, we have float, we have boolean data type which returns either true or either false. So we have many kind of data types in Python. We will study them while we will revise them as well while we will go in future projects. Okay. So we will revise all the future data structures such as the list, tuples, dictionaries, which has a key value pairs. We will revise all the topics. And we will cover these topics to advanced level as well. And we will cover all the advanced projects as well. So to take input in Python, what we do is we write input, and in parenthesis we write whatever we have to print to the console. So here we will write like you can choose between rock, paper, and scissors. So this is our user variable in which we take input from the user. Now, now what we do is we do one more thing. We put a dot lower function here. So what is the use of this dot lower function? Suppose our user put an input like, suppose let's say our user put an input like say ROCK in capital letters. Okay. Or suppose he put an input like R capital O, sorry, and then small c, then capital C, then capital K. Or something like small r, capital O, small c, and capital K. Okay, so you type something like that. So what that this dot lower function will do, this dot lower function will, let me write in it these all these things in comments you so you understand. So this dot, just give me a moment. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance actually. Just allow me a moment. I'm just keeping my phone on silent. Yeah. So this dot lower function will make all letters in lowercase. Okay. So which will be used for our logic building. I will show you later in the code like how it is useful for our logic. Okay. So it will convert all in lowercase, which will be equal to small ROCK. Okay. So let's come to the other next line of the code. So similarly, what we will do next is we will create a variable known as computer choice equal to random dot choice, and we will give a list of, see, this is the beauty of some extensions I have already installed. I will uh, let you know that how to install these extensions in the VS code. I'm using the VS code setup right now. So these extensions in the VS code will help you to write the part of the code by itself. So you write some part of the code and the some suggestion will be given by itself by the editor. So that is the beauty of it. So you can click on accept line or accept word. So if you click on tab, so you can accept the whole line. Okay. So by this, so let's understand this line. Computer choice is another variable, and random dot choice is a, again, it is a function. So what this random dot choice does is it randomly picks rock, either paper or scissors, either one of the three choices from this list. Why I'm telling this is a list? Because these three quantities or elements are in the square brackets. Whenever we list the elements in the square brackets, it is known as the list. In list, we use the square brackets, and in the tuples, we use the curly brackets. And in the dictionary, oh sorry, round brackets. And the dictionary, we use the curly brackets. So this is the main differentiator. And other things are also there, like list are mutable, it can be changeable, and immutable. Mutability is also the difference between other things, but this is the main differentiator as well. Okay, further, so we have given it three choices. So as I've said that it will be pick one random choice from the list, and it will be random, like once, like if we run the same like we can put the same, if we run the same random choice function two, three times or multiple times, it can one time choose rock, other time it will choose paper, other time it can choose again rock, other time scissor. So it is quite random. There is no pattern or no order of that. Okay. So it is a random choice by Python. Okay. So this is the inbuilt function. So some function are user defined, which we create. We create a function in Python by the def keyword, def, and then we define our own function, which are user built function, and these are the inbuilt function defined in Python. Okay, so we have used one of the function as well. So right now we have understood some basic concepts such as the library. We have imported the random library. We have created a variable user. We have taken an input from the user as well, and we have used the lower function, which is again an inbuilt function, and we have used the random dot choice inbuilt function, and computer choice is again a variable. So we are clear with the basic concepts such as variables, random functions, and libraries. If still you have any doubts, you can just pin me in the comment section. Okay, I will be happy to assist you. Now let's build up on the logic, and first we can print some statement as well. So in Python we can print simply print. Okay, now one more concept which is known as f string. So what is an F string? F string is a way to concatenate the strings in a graceful way. Okay. So you can concatenate a string by adding a plus also, or by separating it with a comma also. I think in C++ we usually do it with the comma, and in Python we usually do with a plus, but like addition sign. But F string is a more advanced way of doing that. Okay, let me show you how. So left strings, and I can put a slash n as well so that I get the slash n is for the new line. Backslash n basically. I will write you choose and in curly braces user. Okay. So whatever, see, it is again giving me selection. So I will just click tab. Okay. So this becomes the next line. Okay. So this is my line. You choose user and the computer choose computer choice. So whatever you put in the curly braces will be taken as the value, will be taken its value. So whatever is in the double quotes will be printed as it is, but whatever inside the double quotes is inside that curly braces will be value of that variable will be taken there. Okay, so that is the beauty of f strings. So you choose, the value of user will be there, and the computer choose, the value of computer choice will be there, and this will be printed. Let me show you the output as well in the screen. If I run this, see, you can choose between rock, paper, and scissors. This is the first line, and second line, just give me a moment, why it is not getting printed. Have I made any error? Allow me a moment. Okay, we have not input the variables, like we have to input first. So suppose we input rock. So see, you choose rock and the computer choose rock. So computer has made a random choice as rock, and I have also chosen a rock. Okay, so that's how it works. So it is creating an extra space. Let me just backspace it. Okay, so this is, you can choose between rock, paper, scissors. Suppose I choose scissors. You choose scissors and computer choose rock. So definitely computer will win over me. So now I have to define a logic. So what is the logic of the game? As I've told you earlier. So let's build the logic. We will use if-else statement, if-else ladder. In Python, we have if-elif-else ladder. Okay. So if user, see again, I am having a selection except equal to computer choice, print it is a tie. Again, I'm having a selection. There is a syntax. After if, we put a colon, and then we can, by indentation. Indentation means by leaving some space, we write our print statement or a next statement, following statement, which is inside our if block. Okay, so we can accept it. And by this, now let's write our second logic. If user equal to, let's say, rock, and okay, I have to put it in the double quotes because it is a string. Okay, and computer choice. See, again, it is giving me a suggestion, but I will advise you to write the code sincerely and completely by yourself, not to depend on the suggestions. I am doing it because I already know the code and I have written it earlier as well, so I can just take the help of it for the sake of explaining it. But I will suggest you highly and recommend you that you should write the code by yourself. Okay. So suppose I accept it. If choice equals scissor, great. You win. Rock crushes scissors. Okay. Similarly, let's write the other logic as well. I can accept it. Basically, else if user equal to rock, convert this to paper, you lose. Just a moment. I will write the logic and I will just explain the code as well. Okay. The next logic. I can copy paste also, but I usually don't recommend it and usually don't follow this copy paste practice because more you write the code, more you learn the things. Although it is a very basic thing, like, but you should make this a practice and a habit of writing the code by yourself, not depend on suggestion and not copy pasting the code every time. Sometimes you can use the copy pasting as well when required, but majorly you should focus on writing the code by yourself. Okay, so again we can accept this. Okay, and if if user equal to, I can accept this. Else, because this is the last statement which is left, because there can be 6 combinations. Okay, so this will be under else. User equal to scissor and computer choice equal to rock. Yeah, this is the last choice. Okay, so this is our logic, and now we will move to the next part of our code. First, let's understand the logic as well, like simple in a layman language. So suppose like oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 test cases and one is the tie case. Okay, so suppose if user like you have input either rock. Okay, suppose you have input rock. Let's take an example only by running the code. So you can choose between rock, paper, and scissors. So suppose I have chosen a rock. You choose rock and the computer choose paper. You lose, paper covers rock. See, the logic is running correctly. So what happens here is you choose either of the rock, paper, or scissor, input any of the above. Okay, and computer chooses any of the above randomly. If both of the input are same, then it is a tie. Okay, the game ends in a draw. If according to the logic and according to the logic of the game and our logic which we applied in the code, if rock comes over scissor, rock will beat the scissor. If scissor comes over paper, scissor will beat the paper, crush the paper or something like that. Whatever we can say, whatever we can write the logic inside the print statement. If paper comes, it will beat the rock. So that is how the logic works. Okay, it is similar to when we have coded a simple problem such as comparing the three numbers, the largest number out of comparing the three numbers. We all have studied these kind of problems. If you still need such kind of problems as well, I can explain you the such problems also in the upcoming videos. You can ping me in the comment section if you need tutorials on such problems as well. Okay, so you can consider me as your brother and you can give me any suggestions you want to be covered on this channel, and I will be happy to cover those topics in this channel. Okay, so in this code, what we have done is we have checked the input. We have imported the random library. We have taken the input from the user. We have created a variable computer choice where we have used the function random.choice where it can take any input from rock, paper, or scissors. We have printed the statement that what we have chosen and what the computer have chosen, so that we come to know that what is the difference between our choice. And then according to the logic, we get the result. Okay. Now let's go to the second part of the code. Just give me a moment. I will be just coming back in a few seconds.